Question for you. What is, two questions in one. What is happiness for you? And what are you most excited about? What is happiness for you? And what are you most excited about?
You know, I love a place of peace.
Yes, that part.
And peace gives me happiness. I will be 55 next month. So I've lived. So look, I got to be about half. I think I'm about halfway through. You know, my grandmother's 102, so my great grandmother died at 115. So I'm about halfway. But at almost 55, I understand how important it is to have peace. But there were some points in my life when I was taking on things that didn't belong to me. I done gave that stuff back. You got to share. You know, and it can go in so many different ways. You know, so many different times I've heard about, you know, opportunities that come your way. Everybody got a plan. Everybody got a plan, and it's a great one. You know, look at great artists, great investments, great everything, you know. And they probably are great, but they may not be for you. You know, so you got to watch out for that excitement. You know, but sometimes you're excited, that ain't the right thing. You need to pause and sit still for a minute and think. You know, and there have been times that I jumped on stuff real fast. Like, ooh, yeah, what you say? Oh yeah, that sounds good. Oh yeah, I want to do that. But I've learned to hold on. Give me a little bit more information. You know, and let me step back and let me check in.
That's good.
Because it might disturb my peace. And that's the most important thing to me. You know, we gotta, I was getting ready to come, and I got a text message that said, Miss Ronda, my daughter just got killed. I knew getting that text, I needed to make a call. You know, and I called. And when she answered the phone, I was the one silent. And I just sat for a minute and I said, you know what, I'm sorry. I don't even know what to say. You know, except I'm sorry. I'm on my way somewhere. As soon as I get out of there, I'm coming to you. Why? Because in my stillness, if this person just lost their child and they text me, then it's something I need to give them.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But knowing that and having that inner stillness within, see, that's what gives me happiness. You know, because sometimes it's too much going on. I mean, we living in a time unlike anybody's ever seen, right? You know, COVID just shook out everything. You know, I mean, I during COVID, me too, filled the cabinet. I was thinking I wasn't gonna get no more chocolate chip cookies or something. Every time at the grocery store, girl, I was going over there, baby. I filled my whole pantry. Famous I was like, oh man, like what? Thank God it went another year. I got a chance to bring it back down. I was a medical professor. And it also caused me, it forced a lot of us, it forced all of us to stop. It showed me, you know, as important, Miss Ronda, as you think you are.
Right. Yes.
You're pretty important, girl. But you ain't that important. Because everything stopped. Right? In some kind of way, we still here. But it also showed me how, when you ask me what brings me happiness, it's that peace. And I won't subscribe it to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to stop. You got to pause. You got to think. And you got to say, hold on, this ain't for me. You know, I like you and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm wishing you the best. Matter of fact, I'm praying.
You call out the prayer warriors.
It ain't for me. You know what I mean? And guess what? They gonna be okay. They gonna be okay. You know, but sometimes you think, oh man, that sounds bad. Man, they really like, ooh.
Right.
My brother taught me that. Just don't answer for a minute, Ron. They gonna figure it out.
That's so important.
Yeah.
Don't be the first option.
Yes.
Don't be the first option. They'll call somebody else.
Give them an opportunity to work that out. What was my second question? That's what was
So
happening.
it was, what are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? Every day I get a new chance
Yes.
to make some new choices.
That's right.
That's the truth.
She said it's some more money. Right?
You know what I've learned? Here's something I learned that I think is important. I've learned to let go of the past.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate the present. Get what I need right here, right now.
Right.
In this space and this time.
Yes.
Right here. Yep. So even if I was mad at him last week, I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna be right here, right now, in the present. Because the only way for my tomorrow to be a better tomorrow is for me to work this present. The present is my gift from God. Everybody don't have it. And we hear it too much, too often. All the time. People leaving here. You know, we got to appreciate the present. And tomorrow, the sky's the limit. But if you don't appreciate and take on right now what you're supposed to be getting, because if you believe in order and that everything is for a purpose and a reason, even when you don't understand it, because I ain't really understand it, you know what I mean? You ain't got to understand it, but you got to work this present and accept it and appreciate it, be thankful for it, because it's your gift from God. It'll make a better tomorrow.
Hello, my name is Dr. Verna Caddy, and I'm just going to be honest. I don't usually go to brunches, but hands down, this is if I was to ever go to one, this is the best one ever. The best one ever. Look, I have a teenage daughter, she say, period. Hands down, best. But I also, just ladies, you all blessed me. But I also wanted to give one of the panelists the roses. I work with young girls like Trajil. I do debutante balls each year, and we teach them etiquette because etiquette is very important, even in business. And so I do debutante balls each year. But after my last year's ball, I decided to do my first scholarship, and with the help of Dr. Ronda Prince, and she's been so humble. She received her honorary doctoral degree from my Bible University, but we sent a young lady to Southern University.
Wow.
And so, I didn't even know that, but yes. And she's doing wonderful, and so she just wanted me to pass that along to you.
Oh, so awesome.
So thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you all, ladies. I'm very blessed.
My baby girl is so sweet, isn't she? So thoughtful. Yes.
Ditto. I have enjoyed all of this, and it's so good to see us doing this. So I'm really excited about it. For me, I've been in corporate for 20 years, and I think everybody who I meet, I said, I'm so sick of corporate. I'm sick of putting like you said, pay millions of dollars for them, and I just want to know, how do I transition into entrepreneurship? How do I just make that step? I got a lot in me that I want to give, and a lot of purpose where it just stirs you up. But it's just that it's the paycheck.
So I always, because I get asked that question a lot, and I coach some people on some of these things too. So that's definitely what I always say. Don't just quit, you know. And you got a little time to try some things out. You know what I mean? Like I was my last job on the plantation. I mean, my I was actually working in City Hall under then Mayor Lee Brown. And like she said, I started a limousine company. I worked nights, weekends, you know, I worked whenever, right? And then and it gave me an opportunity, like she said, to take. I knew I had a solid check. I knew exactly how much it was. I knew how much my rent was, my bill was, what I had left over. You know what I mean? So I knew, and then I didn't have to depend on my company money, right? Because I knew I had this. I've been living off this. I'm good. You know, I ain't finna see some of y'all be tripping, and then y'all be thinking, oh, I got a business now. Oh, I'm finna go get this Range Rover. Okay. Your money was paying for that Toyota. Yeah. So you gotta take your time. But it gives you an opportunity to try. Here's another thing I see people doing with businesses, entrepreneurs. Y'all jump around too much. Yeah. You know, and you ain't steady and consistent with nothing. So how do you get a steady, consistent income? You know, when you're constantly, but if you got a job, maybe that gives you an opportunity to try out multiple things and kind of see what that feels like. Whoever have what you want, follow them. They may not even know you follow them. Right. But if it's cool, tap them on the shit. Hey, I can prevent some of these valleys because it's gonna be some valleys, right? But you may be able to skip some of them. You know, but. It's nothing wrong with, we definitely need people having jobs. And I know it get, but I promise you, you're gonna get tired too as an entrepreneur. Right. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure that and test that thing out. Don't just quit your, when my limousine company could pay me more than what I was making, that's when I quit. Okay? But I said, and I waited 6 months to make sure they was gonna pay me more, right? And then something happened. Oh, it was prom time and things was really good, and then it wasn't prom time and things weren't so good. And I said, well, man, what? I need a job. No, I went to Hewlett Packard. It was off 249. I said, they run 24/7. I ought to be able to go in here and put a plug in a computer, get on the assembly line, and give me a little extra money. You know, I went in there, I applied real life, because I was like, because I needed a little more money. And it was easier for me because I didn't have kids. So I didn't have anything else to think about but myself, right? I can eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And I can work day, night, and then overnight over here with them. Because that's what I'll do, right? I went in and I applied, and because of who I was, they hired me in personnel to do their hiring. I said, well, I ain't coming here for that. I got my own stuff. I ain't trying to get no real job. but I took the money. But I told them, because I'm standing 10 flat, everything I do. I told them, I got my own thing. Now if this phone ring, it's limousine people. That's stuff out. You know what I mean?
But
so I did that.
But you know what though? It's like, you know how they say your gift will make room for you? Yes. She just be herself. They're like, well, we need you here. We know you came in here for that. This one thing, but you're just so amazing that we have
But we all have gifts and talents. Yeah, we all have them. You know, so I was so excited when I did it the first time, right? Because you've done it a whole lot of times, right? Before you reach the top, you still ain't there. But when I did it the first time, I was so excited. I was like, girl, you bake cakes really good. You be baking all them cakes for every holiday for the family. Why don't you bake cakes? I don't tell my people who need a limousine ride, do y'all need a cake? You can start a business. Just start, because I can't bake. We all have our own talents and skills.
It looked like you thought about something you made. It was like, you know what I am.
It might have just been trying to do toast. I don't know. You got to use your skills and put your money where your skills ain't.
That's
But feel the fear and do it anyway.
All right.